thank you so much for joining us today here at McGill's, one of my favorite restaurants. And we're drinking some wine and talking.
What could possibly go wrong?
Exactly, exactly. So I'll start easy on you.
Okay.
Tell me, what is your go-to wine right now? What I like to call my daily drinker. What is it that you like right now?
Well, the wine that I drink the most is easy to report. It's Merlot.
Merlot.
And I finally got tired of not answering the question at consumer tastings when people would ask me, which one's your favorite?
Right.
And my usual response was, well, they're all my children. I love them all. And one day I thought, I should stop being a jackass. Just answer the damn question.
Yeah,
People like an answer when they ask a question.
They do.
So I went out to the recycling bin on pickup day and I assessed the data, and it became quite clear that it was Merlot in a runaway.
Okay, well, good to know. So what is it about the Merlot that's just, that you can drink it every day? And
Well, quite simply, it's delicious.
Right.
And Merlot, one of Merlot's singular qualities is it really has this velvety, pleasure-giving quality. And at the end of the day, who doesn't love that?
Right.
And then secondly, it's remarkably versatile with food. So for me, wine is meant to go with food. I usually don't drink wine unless I'm eating, which I do regularly. So lunch and dinner. And Merlot pairs with almost everything that's going to be put on the table. So it's useful and delicious.
So pragmatic and delicious.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, so moving on, what excites you right now about the wine industry?
The general level of knowledge that's now wonderfully spread out around the entire country of people, other than us producers, but people like writers, restaurateurs, sommeliers who are dedicating their lives to learning about this wonderful business, this industry, and telling our stories for us.
Right.
That is really exciting.
That is exciting. I really feel like there is a lot of people are really into it now. Like
They are.
You have someone who maybe wasn't into wine before, and now they're really excited to learn more about it.
Sure. And people often ask me, what's the best way for us to learn more about wine? What should we read? And I usually tell them, well, forget about reading. I mean, you can read, of course, that's
Right.
fine. But go and taste and drink. Almost wherever you live in this country, you are amongst wine experts, whether it's you're at McGill's or at a bottle shop nearby or in the newspaper. You're going to see people who know about wine, who live with you. Go talk to them, find out what they're drinking, what they've heard about, and try it.
Yeah.
That's the best way to learn.
It really is the best way to learn, is by actually getting your hands dirty, or
Getting your lips dirty.
Yeah, exactly. So one of the big features of your winery is that it's sustainable. You have solar power,
Right.
And I can think of no other consumable product that relies more upon the elements, the soil, the temperature.
Sure.
Would you say that your relationship with nature, or your view of your stewardship of your winery, maybe gives you a different view on?
Well, sure.
Right.
Because I give 80% of the credit for what we put in the bottle to the terroir where we grow what we grow.
Right.
So it makes sense for us to have an intimate connection with the health of our land.
Exactly.
So to me, the definition of sustainable is we can continue doing what we're doing right now, and we can go into detail about what that is, and into the future, keep continually improving our environment. That's the definition of sustainability. You can keep doing what you're doing, and things keep gradually getting even better. You're not depleting, you're actually enhancing. And then you allow the vines to do their work. They're doing all the work.
Right.
Last night somebody asked me about, are you the winemaker? And I go, well, no one in our company has the title winemaker. I said, I feel more like a manager. We're managing the vineyards, which do most of the work, and then we get the wine in the cellar, and we manage it properly, and we produce a wonderful result.
Right, right. I think that's wonderful. And yeah, go into a little bit more detail. So you're using solar power exclusively?
We're 100% solar powered.
Wow.
So we provide all our own electricity, provide all our own water, take care of all of our own sewage and waste, and it's a very sustainable operation.
I think that's great, and I think it's a trend I hope that more wineries pick up along the way.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll get to another question. So, wine is often associated with indulgence. It's not by...
Where do you hear that?
Where do I hear these things? Well, I mean...
Who are you hanging out with?
Like the Roman god Bacchus. He's the god of wine and revelry and fertility. What is it about drinking wine that's so exhilarating or almost sensual?
Well, it is an intoxicant. And aside from that, having alcohol in it, there's something about wine that does really lift your spirits.
It does.
A glass of wine at the end of the day with good company suddenly can change your whole mood and put you in a great mood and your conversation is elevated, then the food becomes more interesting, and you really get into what you're doing. There really is something magical about wine. There really is. And again, it comes from the vines. The more I spend time with vines, the more I think they are sentient beings.
I love that. I love that concept, and I agree with you completely. Okay, so I've got one more question for you. This is going to be a tough one. Okay, so hypothetically, you have committed a horrible crime. Hypothetically, and you have been sentenced to death. So instead of...
I'm getting a different attorney for number one. I'm on appeal,
different attorney.
Yeah.
So, okay, so instead of a last meal, you have the opportunity to drink one last glass. What would it be?
Oh my God.
I know, I told you, it's a toughie.
I think it would be the first wine that my son has made on his own would be my choice.
Oh, really?
Yeah, right now I'm sort of mentoring him, training him to replace me, which I'm quite thrilled about because I won't be here forever. I love what I do, but the future is clear. I will be dead one day. Hopefully not by the hands of the state.
Hopefully not.
Hopefully I'll die a gentle death in the arms of the vines in the vineyard.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what people sing songs around me.
Very poetic.
Yes. So that's my answer.
That's your answer. What type of wine is he into?
Whatever his new thing is. I want to see his creativity blossom forth and see something that I haven't done. That would be my finest wish.
Well, I love that very much. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. This has been a great conversation, and cheers. Let's drink a little of this wine.
Yes. Cheers. Thanks, Angela. Pleasure.
Thank you.